speak to the royal commentator, Jennie Bond. Jennie, thank you very much for joining us. Of course, many will have hoped that with Prince Harry being back in town and the King poorly, there perhaps would be a chance for reconciliation.
Oh, yes, you would, wouldn't you? But I'm afraid it's not that simple. You can't wave a magic wand and put this family back together again. That's become very apparent. I mean, it does seem extraordinary that no sooner had Harry arrived at Clarence House than less than an hour later, the King and Queen left. But I gather, I mean, the circumstances around that is that Charles was feeling quite tired, quite understandably, after his first round of whatever treatment he's having. Even so, you thought that meeting might have gone on a little longer. I hope it was friendly. We do not know. It would have been quite an awkward meeting, really, as regards Camilla, because you'll remember that Harry really was quite cruel about Camilla in his book Spare. So that meeting took place, and brief as it was, I thought, well, at least we can talk about reconciliation between father and son. And I think we can. But then we got the news that there is no plan whatsoever for William to meet Harry. We're told that there are indications that Harry would be willing to meet his brother if that was on offer. But I think William has shown today, really, that he has disowned Harry, doesn't want to know him, probably doesn't even like him anymore. And Harry is just not part of his life. I think that rift is so deep now. And that has been shown by Harry being here and them not meeting. It's so deep that I really do wonder if it can ever be mended.
Oh, it is sad. But I wonder, Jennie Bond, what does it say that Prince Harry stayed in a hotel last night rather than in a royal residence, rather than perhaps at Windsor or somewhere else? He had a 45-minute meeting with the King. Has that bond been really mended to any extent?
I know, it's extraordinary, isn't it? I reported on this family for 35 years and they still surprise me. They do not act in the way that other families might be expected to. Yes, I know they've got lots of difficulties, but nevertheless, if the King and Queen, Charles and Camilla, were going to head off to Sandringham for rest and recuperation, I thought, well, one of two things. Harry could bunk down in Clarence House, where he used to live. He'd have the house to himself, or he would follow perhaps by car, if he wasn't going to go in the helicopter, with his father and his stepmother. But neither of those things happened. Instead, he went off to a hotel, and goodness knows what he did with himself. And goodness knows whether there's going to be another meeting or he's going to jet straight back to California. It's a very strange and odd situation altogether.
Yes, I wonder if he does feel a bit sheepish and unwelcome and perhaps a little bit awkward after all that's gone on and not really sure what to do himself.
After writing about Camilla as an evil stepmother, perhaps it would have been a bit awkward to follow them back. But Jennie Bond, thank you so much for talking through those issues with us. We really, really do appreciate your time.